A relatively cold map, so and it looks like we're getting a HPPC Shrek out of Bashar, so maybe a bit of list theming there.
And it looks like we have action. Both teams are on the move.
Alright, so this is a splash damage based list. We've got the Shrek with heavy PPC and 2 regular PPCs, the Fafnir with a pair of heavy PPCs, and a pair of regular PPCs, and a pair of light PPCs, just for a little spice, and the infamous Black Sunshine Mithras variant. Don't recall the designation, but the nickname speaks for itself. It's got an array of heavy lasers backed up by a pair of high explosive ATM-3s. That gets in a rear torso. Well, it might be only 25 tons, but you can say goodbye.
The Syrians have been pulling that variant quite heavily to some success last week, to great success actually, against the Jade Falcons.
That's right. Mithras is never to be underestimated. Might be a 25-ton battle tractor, but it's got the guns to pull its own weight, and then some. So it looks like the Syrians are sticking to the narrow areas of the map. They're hoping to find a short-range engagement. Some of these sight lines are over 1 kilometer long, so that'll be tough for them if they get caught out further than their max range. But it looks like we've got a little bit of NASCARing here with the Wolverines heading around the opposite side of the map.
So typically what will happen in a situation like this, mind you, typically it doesn't always happen. When they reach the other team's spawn and haven't made contact, they'll often turn back in towards the center of the map, figuring that's kind of the fastest way to figure out, to localize the enemy team.
Yeah, that does seem to be a pattern of behavior that we have seen before. I do wonder whether we would, see something like that happening here. I think Alshane is, to be honest, on the small side in terms of the. Sorry, can't think today. In terms of the maps that are potentially available during the bidding process in the tournament. So I think it might be possible that they would be more likely to find each other already, especially given that I think whatever demolisher Bob is in currently, if it's the AC-21 or the LB-21, it has Guardian ECM, which would mean that it would be able to stay active theoretically, as opposed to running radar passive, which would give them a bit more of a knowledge advantage, or electronics advantage in terms of trying to find the enemy. Yes,
Speaking
find
of,
each other. Acting through about half of it.
Contact.
David.
Here we go.
Shit.
Both teams are, I think they just blundered into each other. Trading initial volleys. The Syrians are grouped up very well. Wolverines are in a forward line. That Black Sunshine is going straight in. Not straight in. He's going a little in.
I think this type of trading favors the Syrian team. They've got a lot of burst damage with those PPCs. If the Wolverines want to win, they're going to have to press in and get that Jupiter Tonans into the fight. Bloodraven just took a full volley from the Daishi. He's got to be hurting.
So this is a pattern we see a lot. Both teams are hesitating around a piece of cover, trying to win the pokes before they commit to a full.
Down goes the Mithras.
Down.
It's an easy pickoff, but it's not a solid target. The Demolisher Prime is chain firing to lay down a constant barrage of screen shake, suppressing the enemy's ability to get consistent damage.
The Wolverines are in, the Syrians are rattled. You can tell by all the twisting that Fafnir's going down.
Fafnir down. Looks like this game is in the bag for the Wolverines. I would say this game was won in the list building for them. In a straight up fight like this, the Syrians never stood a chance. Burst damage against the massive, massive DPS of that Daishi with the screen shake, holding them down, preventing them from being able to focus a target effectively.
Brand representation. It's all about that.
Alright. Looks like we are live here. So how are we calling this one based on the list building? Personally, I think I'm going to favor the Wolverines just because bringing tanks means that they're min-maxing for survivability. And I see a bit more synergy in terms of their favored engagement ranges.
I think the Wolverines are fools if they do not stick to the north of this map, and I don't think they're fools, so I think they're going north.
Yeah, I think...
Syrians are spreading out. The Anubis is going out ahead to scout here. Domkek is a very practiced Anubis pilot. That's one of his favorite starter mechs. And he's been, honestly, probably the first high-skill player who really adopted the Anubis when it came out. So I think this is a comfort pick for him. You know, it's like when the chips are down and your honor is on the line, I always say, you know, go for what you can really play. Go for your comfort picks. Play your best damn MechWarrior that you can.
The Wolverine team has staked out the mid-high end of the map, and I think that Anubis, yeah, the Syrians see them. Opening fire with the UAC-2s from the north.
Puma trading with Chevalier. I don't favor that for the Puma.
User joined your
But this
channel.
range seems a little more ideal for the Syrians, if I'm being honest. I think the Wolverines are not finding their ideal engagement right now, although the Anubis is split.
Do the Wolverines know that Domkek is there in that Anubis?
They know now.
now.
If they push W, that Anubis is dead meat.
They are pushing W. They are not pushing W. They're hesitating on the ridgeline before they crest. Alright, they're going in on the Anubis. Gonna be their primary.
Disorganized charge from the Wolverines, but let's see if they can pull the game through.
There's some friendly fire there. Bomb looks like he hits
Puma's hanging back and getting free damage on the Ares. Got a close range 3v2 scuffle. Blood Raven employing a bit of physical combat, getting good hits on the Ares rear. That Ares has to be hurting. I think they need to be taking out that Mithras. Oh, the Black Sunshine gets a kill!
I'm seeing back torso damage on the Anubis. It's got to be hurting. And down goes...
This one goes for the Syrians. The Black Sunshine play. Oh my goodness. They focused the Mithras first the last game, but they failed to do that this
User
game.
left your channel.
And it shows.
Machine
Guns, a HAG-20, and ER ATMs.
So with the Syrians playing extreme range, this match is just going to come down to sightline management.
Yeah, and normally I would say the Gauss Gauss demo would be a very strong pick, but given that these Syrians are coming in with a Senate, anywhere that the Gauss demo can shoot is somewhere that the Senate or the Ultra Autocannon Shodan can shoot from farther. So
if the Wolverines show themselves in the open for too long, the Syrians auto win with the DPS on those autocannons. So they are headed roughly towards each other. We have both teams on the move. Correction, the Wolverines are posting up on a hilltop.
I don't know about this. I think they would have a better chance here if they had pulled something other than this Scarecrow pull here, the Ryokan Bravo. I don't know about this pick. I think they're gonna wish they had a Ryokan Foxtrot or, I don't know, like something else, something with a Hag or some capability of hitting back.
They're counting on that Thumper to carry them. We're again seeing Domkek in the Lanner out on a wide flank, just looking around. I think he's seen the Wolverines. Yep, he's open fire.
Don't actually see where the Syrian position is.
yeah,
I see them now.
I think the Scarecrow pick might have cost the Wolverines this match.
Oh!
There's our first Thumper round.
Thumper around into the Black Liner.
Good hit?
I couldn't tell if that was a direct hit or not.
Followed up with a miss.
Against a Black Lantern, though, I don't think he's going to get many hits. That thing can accelerate up to, I want to say, 150 kilometers per hour.
The other Syrian elements have engaged. UAC-2 fire is converging right on Bob's Thumper Rommel.
This wall of Ultra AC-2s. 12 Ultra AC-2s, my goodness.
Backing down this mountain as fast as he can. He can't shoot while he's on the move. The Thumper Rommel cannot fire unless deployed, and he is just covered in impact effects. He is
oh my
dead.
goodness, the Thumper Rommel is down already!
Yeah, that's...
It looks like the Syrians have this set. The Wolverines are going to be hard-pressed to do anything now.
I think the Wolverines lost this one in list building.
Very true.
Which is a sad thing. You hate to see it.
Yep, I hate to say it, I hate to see it, but the Wolverines should really either have brought more long-range firepower or found a closer position where the Rio could get into play. Honestly, Rio Bravo supported by another brawler with a thumper shooting into the battle from far away might not be the worst thing ever. It would be a sort of heavier version of the Puma Foxtrot play we saw from the Syrians in the last drop, but that's not what we had here. Their list just lacked synergy.
Oof, the Ryokan Zero throttled by a tree.
Bly comes in to seek a warrior's death.
He has been ranging that airsoft, in as much as it hasn't been ranged. His arms are gone. Oh, cruel way to go.
An impressive showing from the Syrians, to be sure.
Most definitely.
Again, their strategy of using a scout to direct UAC-2 fire executed flawlessly.
Yeah, it is. I mean, part of the reason we're seeing certain variants come up over and over is, you know, sort of the tailoring and perfidy on behalf of the tournament organizers, who, for example, may have specifically tailored certain 59,000 buy tiers to avoid having certain mechs be available for purchase, which I am still bitter about.
You're not even playing, Baker.
Perfidy just wants to see the hellhounds. All right, so commented New Avalon a number of times, and it's all about do you go north or south? North has much shorter sight lines. With these assets, which way do you think they should go?
Well, I think they want to go to the south because they've got this Mauler, and basically all but two of the Mauler variants are specialized for long-range combat. And they've got this Warhammer with the LRM-20 and the Argus with the Gauss rifle. I don't think going north is really the play for them here.
Connoisseurs are indeed hooking south, whereas the Dragoons, I think they're trying to take this middle plateau, but no, they're
going to opposite side.
They're going to respond by advancing.
Looks like they're going to push up. I think they realize that they're a bit outranged here. Bringing the Mauler into play. That looks like a Mauler Prime. It's got Ultra AC2s, ER large lasers, and I want to say LRM-15s on the ears. So we've got a Mauler duel developing here, both Primes.
So to lock his missiles on faster. LRM's launching from the Dragoons. Not sure where Invic's LRMs are. He's not in range yet.
Looks like I see some LRMs hitting the hill there. I would say the Dragoons are not trading positively. They're weathering a storm of Ultra AC2s, and their missiles are striking terrain.
I think from what I've seen in this tournament, a lesson the Dragoons have not learned yet is that LRMs are very unreliable in single-life situations. It's great if you can get the damage down, but at extreme range, your enemy just has too much time to get behind a mountain.
That's right. LRMs are not best used as a main source of damage most of the time, so much as they are a zoning tool. You use them to punish the enemy for maneuvering within your sight, within your range.
LRM fire incoming in Invic. Lamb's active on that catapult. Those were unlocked LRMs.
Really?
Yeah, they did not track.
Well, it looked like Invictus just ate a volley there from my side, but I wasn't able to see up close.
I saw those fly right by it.
Oh, looks like Invictus, looks like I think that's Pride with the Gauss shots on Invic.
This is a really interesting fight. They're just all trading fire at long range. I suspect the Connoisseurs are coming out ahead.
The scores are barely ticking up on the Dragoon team, so I have to say it's likely they're getting out-traded here. I've been seeing them eat hit after hit from enemy Gauss rifles and Ultra ACs, and I'm seeing a lot of LRMs hitting that hill in the distance.
I was going to say they're launching a lot of LRMs, but not landing any. They're making good use of this ridge too. But I think they need to decide to push or break contact. Fish or cut bait, as the old men say.
If I'm in this situation and I see the enemy is split, that's going to cue me to try to engage one part of their force in line of sight the other. And because the enemy has that big, slow mauler, that would be easy for them to do, but they're not making a play here. They're cover peeking around the hill and standing to deliver.
Lico, your human emulator has been down a little. We got a slight bit of robo voice. Oof, these LRMs are just not doing the work the goons want them to. They're so satisfying to make so many hit sounds, but... Oh, down goes the Warhammer.
Finally, a pickoff for the Connoisseur team. Both teams standing off at range, unwilling to close in. Can really draw a match out, but it looks like
I'm gonna challenge that one. It looks like the Connoisseurs are going in.
Finally. Once you get a pick-off, that's when you say, let's move in and finish them off, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Pride doing a great job of taking cover. Blowtorch is going down. He's gone. That Mauler just took too much damage and probably got side-dorsed. Pride again getting good volleys off, but it's 3 against 1. He has no prayer.
That's it for the Dragoons. All in the bag for the Connoisseur team. Let's get a paper doll check and see what that trading was like for them. Although I have to say, I don't expect much damage. Argus is missing about 20%. Mauler, practically fresh. Catapult, also practically fresh. So, they've got a very formidable list here.
Now, how would you characterize these two lists? We got UAC2s versus...
I would say that the Connoisseurs do have what could potentially be a very nasty list, but I'd say the Jade Falcon list is a lot more focused, because while the Uller with the pulse lasers is quite effective, it is also relatively close range. So you could run into a situation like we saw before, where the Scarecrow got taken for the Wolverines, and I believe the Connoisseurs actually took the Scarecrow on this map too. And it wasn't long enough range to meet the demands of the actual match.
Yep, there's a good chance that the Jade Falcons may identify that Uller and shoot it down before it can get in its ideal weapons range. However, if it does manage to close in, and it has a mask speed boost to be able to do that, it can get some serious hurt on them. If he gets in on that Osiris, it'll make short work of it. Or, heaven forbid, on the Ares or the Puma's rear.
Jade Falcon's now posted up on Meta Hill with their UAC2 autocannons, hoping that the Connoisseurs are going to get pounded in the butt by the light autocannon meta. Or will I end up pounded in the butt by my declaration of a light autocannon meta? Who knows? Anything could happen in this wonderful game.
I love that bug where the player names lag behind their actual position.
Yeah, could you call out where the, I guess I'll go look myself. Oh, look, we get the Connoisseurs on a hill, too. It's Hill Warrior 2, my favorite installment in the Hill Warrior series. Yep.
Contact!
Tracers everywhere.
Machine guns and Ultra AC-2s and Rotary 2s flying. The Falcons are confident holding position.
I can't tell who came off the better in that initial exchange. Could either of you?
I think they just spritzed each other pretty light. Connoisseur is now swinging right, using this big rocky ridge.
The Falcons are making space. I think they've identified that they have a range advantage, and they're attempting to get up on this hillside, so there's no good way to approach.
Sometimes I think these 3v3 single lives, what is Invic doing? Should have an objective in the middle that you could like hold for 2 minutes to claim an auto win. That would force a little closer engagements. But what do I know? I'm just a gamer.
12 VR versus Wolverines beginning on Arena 5. If this wraps up early, that'll be interesting to watch.
Who won between the Sea Foxes and the Wolverines?
They're going down off the hill. I'm not sure what the play is here, but they're moving in closer. While the Connoisseurs maneuver behind this hill. The Connoisseurs are spread out.
Jeffos is at extreme range for his machine guns. Does he know those things have damage drop-off?
Is Morbo crashed out right now? I'm not sure.
Uh-oh. It looks like a yeah. Oh, no. He just torso twisted.
He's back. He's back.
Okay, he's moving. The Connoisseurs are not doing much, while the Jade Falcons maneuver to get in and have a line of sight.
Like Salmon and UFOs trading machine gun fire.
Almost no effect, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Well, given enough time, might be able to wear something down. I mean, it is an Osiris that we're shooting at here. Eve is moving in. Bringing the Ultra AC-2s to bear against the Commando, preventing it from continuing its extreme range plank.
Where the fuck is Invic? Where'd he go?
Last I saw, he was going for a flanking maneuver.
He's behind Morbo.
Oh. The Falcons have given up their range advantage to get in on a better sight line. They're split up, though.
Morbo's getting those pulse lasers into play.
Invictus getting hits with the Ultra AC-10.
If I were Dead Salmon, I would be in a lot of trouble right now. I think he's taken several MPL volleys.
Yeah, Dead Salmon needs to...
He's got to be hurting.
Jade Falcon's focusing fire on Morbo.
They're on a bad sight line here. Once again, we see this indecisive corner peeking action from both teams.
My favorite action. Well, it's only indecisive if you're losing. I feel like this Uller is giving the Connoisseurs and the Goomers just such a huge advantage. It can snapshot so well.
It really is. The damage on those medium pulse lasers is incredible. It's one of the strongest light mechs available.
Is it a Mima? A most effective mech available?
It might be.
Oh, Eve going in alone. I think he's trying to pull attention while the other two flank. The other two coming in.
They're going for a split maneuver.
They've been detected. Invic calling that everybody just dives Eve. Poor Eve.
Let's see how this plays out. We've got two separate 2v1s. I think I just heard Eve go down.
Eve is dead.
UFOs hide behind the hill.
Oh.
As the Falcons are cut apart one by one. Aurelia is surrounded but trying to make the best of the situation.
Falcons lose.
What a massacre.
I have to say, it is a bit of a relief to see the long-range AC list lose. I was afraid we would get a really passive game there, but once the Falcons brought it in close, they just lost those corner trades.
That Puma, 0 on each side, 1 on the center torso. The Commando missing half of its center torso. The Uller, left torso out, 30% right, 5% center. Solitaire Prime and Adult Daishi.
Wow.
So
Adult Daishi is a heck of a pick for this map.
They're going to put a paperweight on their W keys at the start of the game here.
Yeah, and it looks like Eve has swapped out the Locust for what I believe is the Light Gauss Osiris, which is a favorite of some of the community standouts.
Interesting pick here.
Yeah, they are definitely going for range. I believe the Daishi Echo has, at the very least, Guardian ECM, so Ori should be able to stay
Yes.
active.
That it does.
Which I don't think any of the choices of the Connoisseurs have any electronics. I could be wrong on that. I don't take the Dolt particularly often.
The Dolt does have Guardian ECM, so they'll have 1,000
Okay.
meter range sensors at the very least. Baker forgot to use the smoothing tool. That's definitely not gonna work out for them. Oh, they've sighted the enemy from far beyond their max range.
Oh,
Finally, some action.
4 Connoisseurs. The flying red is taking, you know, a sprinkling of fire. Let's say he's a yellow.
It looks like the Vulture was tagging in some LRMs there on the enemy avatar. Hard to say how many of them hit, but suffice it to say, the Connoisseur team there did not win that trade because the enemy is far outside their max range. It looks like Invictus is popping out in the open, going to charge right at them.
Well, he does have those WAC-10s.
He's got them in...
weapons.
Yes, he's got them in range already. That's not good for them. Falcons are trying to make some space, but the Connoisseurs are pushing up.
I gotta tell you, these are not the Jade Falcons I'm used to seeing. No brawling. Okay, alright. The Daishis are fighting each other. Always a good sign.
Vulture out in front,
Gets a lot of LRMs out, but few connect.
eating some laser fire. Falcons are doing a good job of kiting and making space, but the enemy has popped up on them and they're in range now.
Invic backing back behind the crest. He's just trying to get some damage out there.
They're locked in a brawl.
Even Dead Salmon are smooching. Alright, they're breaking it up. Morbo now in the fight. His heavy lasers are outranged.
The Vulture and the Osiris are having a hard time doing work here. Ultra AC-20s and LRMs.
Over Aurelius. Aurelius is down. The Dolt's just unmitigated firepower. Going berserk. Doom music playing. Rip and tear, Invic. Oh, he rips and tears Dead Salmon. All that's left is Eve's Osiris. So much patience, so much circumnavigating the map, all brought to naught under the gaping muzzles of that Daishi.
And the Dolt brings the match to a conclusion in short order as soon as it's in range. What a showing.
Rides to school. Am I right, folks? Sorry, was that was that too much for the chat rating? Am I not allowed to say the Dolt rides on the short bus?
I think that was a little stigmatizing, but it's okay. You already deleted your Twitter.
Sorry, folks. I'm sorry to have let you all down.
Well, that was an impressive showing from the Connoisseurs for sure. I would not have thought...
GCM and half a ton of armor, I want to say. There they go.
That could be pretty damn good.
Yeah, it has a little bit less burst than everything else, but a lot of DPS is focused.
I think whatever happens, this is going to be an interesting match to watch.
Okay, so they're staking to high ground. So I think they must already see them. Yeah, already sighted. Question is, can they do anything with it? Where are the tanks? Where are the tanks? They're lower ground. They want to do with some kind of engagement. Morbo is a little caught out. Surprised actually the Raven hasn't just like tried to get some free damage. Oh, this is rocking the way. But, yep, there it goes. In range? No way. They're split. They have to go together. They're at an armor deficit. Should the Discern...
It looks like they made contact.
Yeah, the Discern Mythras could actually end up really bad against the Raven, because the Raven can shield pretty well against it. Okay, going together. Put some Chevy down. There's Black Sunshine. Okay, they're smart, they'll just let it fit now.
Yeah.
Okay. Very weird march, I think. I think it failed, actually. Short's not turning out very well, but all the Mythras have been focusing on fire. Oh, because... These are crucial seconds. Morbo's not shielding all that well. Might go down. Close in the middle of the team. Sharp's over for a while, but nobody's been shooting him, so nice kill on Chevy. It's most of their armor.
I think this might be a defeat for the Syrians.
It might be. Depends on how much health those Mythras have. Once they lose their side panels, they go down real fast. People's going way in.
Body blocking Blood Raven, letting the other two swoop in.
Ooh, very
potentially to secure the kill. Blood Raven's got to be hurting.
It's beautiful aggro draw.
Yeah,
just goes down. Nice kill on
Blood Raven. Both Black Sunshines down. So 2 damaged Mithrases versus 1 semi-damaged Raven. I think just mathematics suggests that the Raven has an advantage. It has a bit of a disadvantage, but it could go either way.
Yeah, I think this depends very heavily on the Mithras' armor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Upos goes down.
If Morbo...
Oh, he's out of ammo, I think.
Oh shit! No, he's not.
No, it's just
reloading.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good stuff. Good stuff.
Down goes the Syrians.
Holy
I think
hell!
that's their first. I think that's their first defeat this round.
Oh, they went down
this,
1-0 to WR earlier, but then they came back.
Yeah, the one issue with the Owens is it turns like a bus.
Oh yes, it does. Oh, hold on. What is this? That is a Elarm Raven. Okay, so these guys are going for that. Okay, you know what this is? I was afraid it was, but yes, it is an Arrow Mars. So they have an Arrow Mars, Doom Train, and Elarm Raven. They're going for max range versus very fast assaults, or the fastest assaults they can get. So okay.
Who do you favor going into this engagement?
Oh god, depends on who sees each other first, and also how slow the Mars is, because it's quite possible. Yeah, actually, the Kodiak and the Blast have mask, and the Owens has mask, so they're all moving at like effectively 86. They might be able to catch the Marses before they get into a place where they can do all their damage.
Yeah, because if you min range the arrows, that's a and
huge
500-meter min range is not anything to sneeze at.
No, and also the EATMs have like what with the Mars particularly, I think it's like 200 meters essentially minimum range.
Yeah.
Oh, they just went over the hell out of better.
This could go either way at this point, I think.
I realize my stream has all my saturation turned way up because my monitor sucks. But oh, okay, this is a little bit spooky because they're going around the side, but that also means that they have. Yeah, they see him.
Oh shit! There we go.
But this isn't a great sightline. Are they within? This is the question. Are they within arrowman range? No hits.
They are.
No hits. Okay. So Invic's getting pinned first, though. They are focusing the Doom Train. They're not taking the bait. It's shifting aggro well. I think he just took the first shots. Oh man, I think I don't want to call it just yet, but I guess this depends. Oh my god, down was down already. This is looking like it's going to be a 2-0 for the Connoisseurs. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that they can do at this point. Good show. Great approach.
Yeah, excellent.
Deserved, not gonna lie. Oh, they're trying to
Yeah.
leg him? Okay.
Which, yeah, I mean,
Oh,
fair
boy.
play to them.
Oh boy.
I believe this is what they call in the business BM.
Yes. That is about right, I'd say. I think that CJF has more raw DPS, and they have a little bit more raw HP. They have actually a lot more raw HP, but it depends a lot on how focus fire goes, and also when the engagement happens. If they can get the Rack 2s to engage all at the same time, oh, off they go. Yeah, if they can get all the Rack 2s on target early, they can probably melt down SJ since they have a pushy. That's going to be a lot, like... It can be a really tanky asset, but a lot of the time it's... Like, just versus a tank, like versus the partisan, nah. You lose armor. Or going to lose on armor, rather. But if the SJs are able to get like a close engage, it'll be way closer. Rack 5s will probably end up doing a lot more work. Okay, so SJ's going through the middle, through the river, which is ideal for them. They want closer engages, and it's a lot harder to hit them from long range. Safe pick.
Like the Falcons are heading in from the north.
Actually, the question is, where are they going? Are they going to go around the edges, or are they just going to try and sit here? This is a little awkward. If they have someone watching the middle area, I am okay with it. But right now, they don't have line of sight on mid, so they can't leverage their Rack 2s. I don't like this.
Yeah, I wonder if Proxima hasn't spotted them, or at least gotten close to it, because he was jump spotting, I think.
Yeah, they've been looking, but I don't think he's able to. Let's see if I can try and like mimic how far he's gotten, but yeah, I don't think he'd be able to spot them from this range. Maybe just. But he's probably seen. Yeah, the reason they're going this way is they've probably been looking towards their main, saw they haven't circled around that way. The few matches I've seen SJ play on this map, they've kind of leveraged their superior like synergy and ability to focus fire around this little base here. Other teams, like, they just aren't quite as practiced in like shifting targets, shifting their focus, like kind of also rotating in and out. So they just kind of would like catch them in this base, and then SJ would just win. Just on repeated trades, even if their list wasn't like super optimized for QC. But yeah, here this is pretty much exactly the range they want to fight. So if CJF spots them here, and kind of realizes, all right, we don't want to go right in, this could be good. But I don't think they've seen them yet. Parson's looking that way, but I think that's too short. Okay, they should probably see it now. Right. Yep, they see it.
Yep.
Okay, so this is where it starts. Okay, if they're smart, they'll just form a firing line here and choose one target and melt it. Never focus Proxima. Never focus Proxima. Okay. Good call on the Uller. Okay, they're going to be focusing targets.
Looks like the Rack Blackers opening up. That's got to be.
Okay, they're focusing down the Uzi.
That has to be their primary target.
Yep. What happened?
Yeah, Salmon is hurt. I think
He's splitting off. It's good. But yeah, the CJF they are line of sighted. They aren't killing Kitson. They have to choose now. Oh no.
Absolutely.
Okay, if they line of sight Lico, or oh no. Okay.
That looks like, yeah, that's that then.
The Rizzer is getting totally free damage, and it's an uncontested. They didn't collapse.
Looks like that's the ball game for the Falcons then. 2-0, Smoke Jaguar, 2 Jade Falcon 0. All right, so yeah, I think that again, something that Lico and I.
I'm backing the SJs. They have a lot more armor. Like a lot.
They have a lot more range. They have a lot more range.
They have more armor, more range, and more DPS.
Yeah, right.
But
yeah, we'll see.
Thing against the Syrians is always a risky endeavor.
Yeah, it really depends on the sightlines. If SJ is able to get favorable sightlines against the Syrians' relatively short-range list, I think it'll be a done deal. But if the Syrians can leverage what little cover there is on clear cut to sneak up on them,
Yeah, I
It's
think if
pretty
the
useful.
fight starts within 300 meters, then the Syrians will have it pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like they're going around opposite sides of the mountain at the moment.
Yeah. Well, the SJs are
Oh,
moving.
looks like I
pretty
missed the start here.
aggressively.
Ooh, yeah. So far, it's it's.
Ooh, I like
SJ
this. Bushwhacker Foxtrot. We've got a Ares Golf, always a strong pick. And the Puma Echo. Interesting. Very
We were
interesting.
talking about how the
Ooh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this engagement. Ligo, look to the left of that mountain. They're about to like run right into each other.
the Syrians
right
are.
Oh, the Jaguars come in from behind.
Ooh, this could go. This could really go either way because they have a very close range list.
Wait a minute, did the
they're
Syrians
around.
not know where they are? Oh, they do not.
No.
They do now.
Ooh. It looks like the Bushwhacker turned to face them.
This is a messy situation for the Syrians.
Yeah, opening volleys.
Oh, they're going with the ATMs into kids, and that can't happen. Good.
Cool.
That was pretty brutal.
There. Yeah, the Syrians are in a very
The battle of
favorable
burst damage
bracket.
versus DPS. Proxima's in deep.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he's gonna survive the onslaught.
Yeah, that's a lot of ATMs.
He has to be hurting. The Uziel goes down. Oh my goodness.
Holy
Crit.
shit.
That's gonna be
Crit on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, Syrians got a very, very good engagement.
Rook Zero goes down next.
Zero.
There goes
my
the
God.
Syrians.
What an upset.
It's like Salmon said, betting against the Syrians is always a bad move.
Syrians got that favorable 300-meter engagement range. The SJ weren't able to leverage their much longer range to do anything.
I think the Jaguars got a little cocky there. They blundered right into an engagement against...
They're going.
Could also,
Yeah, so-
it does though have the ability to instantly delete the light. It's a lot of click damage.
Yeah, the Black Sunshine could kind of eat it here.
This depends a lot on the engage. So
So does the sniper need to deploy?
No.
No.
nope.
No, it
You
does
can
not.
fire while moving.
The same with the Thumper Behemoth.
Alright.
For whatever reason, I thought that it was different.
So
but,
we're back now. We're following the Jaguar team.
It's like the Syrians are going the opposite direction. We could have a long match on our hands.
Oh boy.
Very long match.
Thankfully, I think the Fafnir might have GCM. I have
Yeah.
to check. So I don't think they're completely blind.
I'm enjoying how Proxima is repping his clan
There's
camo
not-
while the other two are in environmental camo.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna miss on Mars.
yeah, it's a brick with a bad attitude.
Big angry brick.
Yeah, I don't think they have any
Ammo is
electronics other than e-optics.
Yeah, they do not.
Oh, it looks like the Syrians have stopped and waited.
I have to bail a little bit for organization reasons.
They are standing
Left your
there
channel.
and shooting lasers in the air.
Yep.
It seems that the Syrians favor the choke points on this map. Perhaps they've spotted the enemy.
Oh.
Well,
Looks like
no.
We're about to have some action.
Shot.
Yep.
Prox will take a
Shots on
shot.
kids in. Shots on kids in. Kids in 8 and AC-20 from Blood Raven. The Proxima backing up, making sure to get in range.
Just a little nip,
mid-
hardly consequential at this stage. Both teams are sizing each other up. There goes the sniper!
Ooh.
Right in the middle.
Wow.
That had to
That was a
damage all
really
three
nice
of them.
That's a beautiful shot.
Not a direct hit, but close enough. Alright, they're motivated to go.
They have,
Two hits.
What,
Mithras comes in hot. He's not gonna last long. They open up on the Mars. I don't think they want to start with the beefiest enemy. Proxima's soaking up so much punishment here. The Mithras is engaging in some physical combat. That Mars has to be low. Oh!
Down. Oh, wow.
What an upset!
Mars
Rook is alone!
Mars demo
Yeah.
kids all died at the same time.
3 units dying all at the same time. What a show.
There goes the LB-10 arm on the...
I don't think the Loki has enough armor to do this.
Brief kiss and then they resume fighting.
Oh, wow. That's it for
Giving
the
him a
Syrians.
rush.
2-0.
The Syrians take the Jaguars 2-0, running undefeated throughout the round robin. Could this be the greatest team we've ever seen in the 3v3s? We'll find out.
CSS match versus the Connoisseurs.
But if the Syrians
No, I actually just realized that my
leverage-
stream audio was on before. We go. That's off now.
We all good?
Yep, now we are.
Okay.
Oh no.
I've told the boys what to do. We'll see. We'll see if they can pull it off.
They are in a funny position here. I don't... Wait, this is actually really spooky because they're against the rocks. And, okay to see them. But I saw UAC 20s on that list, so I'm spooked. Rackwacker, a UAC 20 Holly, I believe, and a UAC 20... Oh god.
Oh my god, they
Anyway,
took a Hollander. I thought I told them to ban that.
No, I mean Invik. So
Oh, the enemy. Okay.
This is funny because the Rackwacker got like 8 shit really hard, but now all the UAC 20s are really close and nobody shot them. Oh no. This could go very well or very badly. They hit Invik a lot earlier, so it's also good. And it's a Hollander.
It's a
so-
high DPS. I have some faith.
Okay, Exile's a little exposed. He's exposed to everybody. He has to get out. And he's backing up. The rest of them need to push W now.
Oh, no, no. Oh, jeez.
Okay. No, Alpha Pilot's going back. Oh, no, no.
Alpha, what you doing? Turn around.
Get it. Unfortunate. Okay. Okay, if they switch to Invik, they
That's
can
what I
do
get
this.
for not driving my Claen. Come on, boys. Kill one of them.
Oh, come on. Victus and
Come on,
Morgan
boys.
so low.
Kill one of them.
Come on. Victus.
Where's...
He jammed his racks.
He overheated his goddamn rack.
Either that or maybe he ran out of ammo. Trees. Awesome.
Come on, my boy. My boy.
I got Victus. Full victory.
Good enough. Moral victory. Yep.
See
Excellent.
how much health they had left.
Ah, that about went how I thought it might go.
That's unfortunate because they had a really good initial engage. I want to see how much
Alas.
health they had left.
Alas.
Oh damn, okay, the Bushi had a lot more health than I thought it did. Partially that though, really positioning. If WD chooses a good spot where they can get a lot of damage down on the Dolt, and if they choose to take down the Dolt, that'll be good.
Interesting how similar the two lists are. They both have a Daishi, an Avatar, and an Osiris.
Sorry about that. Sorting out some other things. Okay, but we're set up. CGF is picking a pretty good spot. They're staying around mid. A lot of fights tend to happen in this
Yeah.
gully, because it's about 700-ish meters. It's good for them. He was a little exposed, though. The PK sees it, it can probably eat a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a lesson that the Falcons had to learn the hard way on their first match on this map, in terms of positioning.
Yeah.
That was painful to watch. Looks like Darko might have made a false alarm and attacking.
Yeah. I don't think the CJF guys saw that, though. Oh, okay. PK has line of sight on the OC. Didn't get very much damage. They're moving a little bit closer to CJF, though. I don't know if they see each other. Both of the Daishis have GCN. And yeah, you've probably called them at this. I don't know exactly how far away this is, but I think this is definitely like CJF prime engagement range. WD shouldn't be pushing forward. They probably... And I wouldn't have predicted adult on this map, so... Oh man, I don't think they know.
Hey, wake up.
Looks like they're going to get good shots out of.
What happened to Green Leaf?
All right.
Oh, that's bad. Okay. Let's engage. The adult's here now. They need to switch targets now. Keep getting lots of damage. They don't have the DPS for this. This is like prime CJF engagement range. Oh,
Yeah, this
seems really rough. We're trying, but yeah, Pride is way out of position right now. Dark goes down.
Ooh, yeah, down goes the.
Surprisingly effective Dolt pick here.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
to be honest, the Dolt is mostly what you would expect to see on Solaris. I know that's where it's used.